is an oil on canvas. It's a James Ensor painting, and it's called Skeletons Warming Themselves.
What do you see? Name some things.
I see two adult bodies in the middle of a room next to a furnace or a chimney. I see I see a child, it looks like a child to me, laying with his head resting on a toolbox. There's a pallet next to him. There's a violin next to the male adult. And then next to the female adult, there's looks like a light, some type of lamp. I also see a skeleton in the back, dressed in pink. It makes me think that it's some type of female figure. I also see skulls randomly around the room. They could symbolize either other children, maybe ghosts. They're different colors. They're in black and they're also in white. I also see some writing on the chimney, on the bottom of the furnace. There's also a green blotch in the middle of the room. That's what I see.
Okay, so what's this painting about?
I think this is a family, maybe a painter's family. The palette symbolizes that they could, potentially be a painter's family. Painters' families were usually poor. Makes me think this could have been a poor family, and the child is deceased. They're trying to keep warm for whatever reason.
Okay, how do you know?
Well, just because there's no furniture in the room, that makes me think that they're poor. It makes me think that it's their child, they care for it, they're trying to keep it warm. The two adult skeletons, it's a male and a female, makes me think that they're parents to the skeleton. And then the one in pink in the back just makes me think that's the nanny, or was a nanny at one point.
Okay, what might this work have meant to someone at the time that it was made?
I think this could maybe represent the artist portraying someone similar to him, such as a family with an artistic person, like an artist in their family. So maybe it was a representation of himself at one point, or of, just any painter's family, impoverished.
What makes you think so?
Again, this is a family, the violin, the palette. And I mean, it was a family because now they're skulls, they're deceased.
Okay, how does this artwork make you feel?
It makes me feel sad, morbid thoughts. The fact that maybe artists don't get paid as much as they should, so they live with minimal things such as furniture, a lifestyle, a impoverished lifestyle. It makes me sad that their child passed away and they're still trying to keep it warm.
Okay, and what has the artist done to make you feel that way?
The dark colors, the morbid colors that he's used, the skulls, they just bring a very eerie and sad look to the painting.
Okay, how is this a good work of art?
I think this is a great work of art because there's just not a certain definition. There's a reason why he used the skulls instead of using real people. The fact that he incorporated the palette, the instruments, the fact that he didn't put any furniture in there, it just gives it so many different ways to interpret it.
How might your experience with the work change your life?
I don't really think it's going to change my life in any way. However, it just makes me feel like any parent, they want to keep their child safe. That's what I would think.
Okay, how does your interpretation compare to what the museum or artists say about the work?
After reading what the museum had to offer, It does speak about what's in Latin. It says, "No fire will you find any tomorrow." You know, they're looking for a way to stay warm. It talks about the skeletons and how Mr. Ensor used them in a lot of his art for morbid thoughts. It reminded him a lot of the war during the early 17th century warfare.
Okay, how does the comparison make you feel?
I like how the artist didn't specifically tell you what he was wanting to represent by it. I think it gives everybody an opportunity to, basically give their opinion on the painting. He just basically told you why he used the items, such as the skull, such as the palette. He said that the palette, the violin, and the lamp, they're intended to symbolize art, music, and literature. So he used small things like that in his painting to help